have a book haul for you guys. This is from a book sale from a city county library about 45 minutes away from me. It was like 3 days. Today was the last day, so it was free to get in, and it was $5 a bag. They counted one of these giant IKEA bags as one bag, so I'm very happy about that. It was worth the 45-minute drive. They had, like, what you said, like a basketball arena?
Mm-hmm.
Floor filled with tables of books. And today was the 3rd day, so I can't even imagine what it looked like on day 1 when it opened. First off, I got one small $5 bag for my grandma. It's one love-inspired true large print, and then a whole bunch of love-inspired larger print books. She reads through these things like crazy. So got her a bag of those, and then my bag. So I did go to 2 other book sales this weekend, but I forgot to film book hauls before I put the books away. So sorry, I will try to do better. But this one, I got a lot of books. So this, it looks like some kind of fan fiction or something. I don't know. Five Nights at Freddy's: The Silver Eyes by Scott Cawthon. It says it was based on the video game series. My oldest daughter loves Five Nights at Freddy's, so I got this for her. I don't know if it's any good. I don't know anything about it, but she'll appreciate the thought, at least. My youngest daughter, Little Bit, come here. Come here, Riv. She got Hannah Duck by Anji Yamamura. A lot of the books were library discards, but not all of them were. She got Milton the Early Riser by Robert Cross. Pictures by Jose Arriaga. I'm sorry, I'm probably going to butcher names. I'm exhausted. And Ariane Dewey.
Arriaga.
We got up, went to church, had coffee hour, and then drove for 45 minutes over to this book sale. So she loves pandas. Come here, River. Oh, you're fine. You can't even get to your book stack, and I can. She got Where is Ga Ning by Robert Munch, illustrated by Helene Despoteau. And then she got Chalto Inilo Frog Brings Rain by Patricia Herbie Powell, illustrated by Kendrick Banley, and the Navajo by Peter A. Thomas. I am really sorry about the butchering. I'm exhausted, like I said. So that's what Little Bit's got. I think that's all of her stuff. And I'm just going to dig into this because it's a giant IKEA bag full of books. Roman Games by Bruce McBain, which is apparently a Plinius Secundus mystery, historical fiction mystery. This looked good to me, and I think Alex would enjoy it as well. So, The Sonnet Lover by Carol Goodman. I know nothing about this, but it said sonnet, so I looked at like the inside flap, and Shakespeare is the second word in the description, so I had to have it. Speaking of Shakespeare, this is a copy of Romeo and Juliet. It's an English edition, and it is from Italy. It's got photos, it's got pictures of art, and you can tell on the back it came from Italy, which is really cool.
Where in Italy?
Verona?
Yes.
I'm really not awake, people. And it shows like where Juliet's house would be and her tomb and all of that on a little map. I've got like 4 copies of Romeo and Juliet, and it's not one of my favorite plays, but it was worth getting another copy for how cool this is. For that matter, the whole trip over there might be worth that. And She Called Him Romeo, a Paradise Cove story by Santana Blair. I have no idea what this is about, but it has Romeo in the title, so Shakespeare, I had to have it. And this is a really nice copy. Go put those away. Bridget Jones, The Edge of Reason, the triumphant sequel to the best-selling Bridget Jones's Diary by Helen Fielding. The first book, Bridget Jones's Diary, is a Pride and Prejudice retelling, and I think this one is Sense and Sensibility. It's another Jane Austen retelling. So this was actually on my list. So I got that. Anna of Byzantium by Tracy Barrett. This is a historical fiction. Alex actually found this one, and it looked interesting. So I grabbed it. I'm trying to stick to ones that I know I'm going to keep when I finish them, but $5 for a giant blue IKEA bag, I can afford to get a few where I'm like, I'm going to read this, it's going to be good, and then I'm going to get rid of it. My TBR shelves may not have the room for it, but we'll figure it out. This is a large print, so it's huge, but I've been wanting to read this. This is My Dear Hamilton by Stephanie Dray and Laura Camoy. It's a River, get out of the bathroom. It's a book about Eliza Schuyler Hamilton. Historical fiction, I believe. Like I said, this is massive because it's large print, and it's not a small book anyway, but worth it because I've been wanting to read this. Lila by Merrick Halter. I am assuming this is a book that's part of this Canaan trilogy. I've got Sarah and Zipporah. If it's not by that trilogy, part of that trilogy, it's at least by the same author. This is like a biblical historical fiction. I really like those sort of books, and also because in addition to liking them myself, after I read them, I share them with my mom, and she tends to enjoy them as well. River, put that back. I don't even know what you're doing. The Boleyn King.
Mommy?
I think this is a speculative historical fiction, maybe? I don't know. It said Boleyn, so I grabbed it because that was enough for me to think it was interesting. By Laura Anderson. The Scarlet Contessa, a novel of the Italian Renaissance by Jean Calogridis. Again, historical fiction. I really like historical fiction. That's a really good way for me to be like, oh, I know nothing about this book, but I'm going to get it and probably read it. So, yeah, looked interesting. It's a historical fiction in the Italian Renaissance. I have no idea. You're such an odd child. I'm just going to be covered in books. That's all there is to it. Okay. Juno and Juliet by Julian Gao. I know nothing about this, but Juliet, so I figured it might have something to do with Shakespeare. Don't know. Grabbed it. This one's definitely Shakespeare. Alex actually found this one for me. Will in the World. How Shakespeare Became Shakespeare by Stephen Greenblatt.
Mommy?
This is the kind of thing that I would definitely pick up, even though I've never heard of it before. As you can see, I have a bunch of those. I got some of those at the one of the other book sales I went to this weekend. And this looks really good. So I look forward to reading that. You are crazy.
Crazy.
The Last Van Gogh by Alison Richmond. I really like Van Gogh, and this looks like a historical fiction, maybe speculative, maybe not, I don't know, but I really like Van Gogh, so I thought this might be good. The Queen's Gambit by Diane A.S. Stuckert, a Leonardo da Vinci mystery. Okay, even not looking at the beautiful art on the cover, a Leonardo da Vinci mystery. Does that not sound awesome? So I picked that up. That looked really interesting. Again, you're going to hear a lot of that. I'm sorry, not really. And then I got To Shield the Queen, a mystery of Queen Elizabeth I's court, introducing Ursula Blanchard by Fiona Buckley. Pretty art, historical fiction, mystery. I'm in. And then I thought I had like 3 of these. Oh, I do have like 3 of these. I found 3, and they weren't all together, of these Dame Fervise Medieval Mysteries by Margaret Fraser. I've never heard of this series, but apparently it's national best-selling. And pretty art, medieval mystery. I'm in. So I got The Bastard's Tale, The Widow's Tale, and The Traitor's Tale. So if you guys know about anything about any of these books and like want to talk about them or tell me like, oh, you should read this first. Oh, that one sucks. Oh, that one's really good. Oh, that actually has nothing to do with Shakespeare. Please tell me down there. And then we just have Alex's few books. So he got a couple of Star Trek books, one of which, wake up for this part, is Dreadnought by Diane Carey. This looks like original series, and I know he's been looking for this one a long time. Finishing this off, it says the Federation's ultimate war machine captured by terrorists. So Alex got that. He got Star Trek The Lost Years by J.M. Dillard, also looks to be original series. He found Fitness for Full Contact Fighters by Christoph Delp. And then a book about Dürer. I found this one. So, yep, that's pretty much it. That was a lot of books. I'm gonna go take a nap now. I will see you guys next time. My allergies are kicking my butt today. And, yeah. If you're in the St. Louis area, let me know and I can tell you where some good book sales are. Don't forget to subscribe, questions, comments, opinions, or letting me know things about the books down below. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.